Welcome back to the morning show on ETV. We can definitely feel the fever of the Soweto Derby. It's just around the corner, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. Right now, let's talk about music. And music is a journey. And for Namhla Bhadela, her latest album, iSWAZi, is the most personal chapter yet. A celebration of origins, discipline, and gratitude. This project is a love letter to her late mother and a reflection on love and loss and a testament to the power of storytelling through music. And she's got some influences from all sorts of different genres. I'm talking R&B all the way to amapiano. And we're going to find out about how Namhla is carving her own lane in this industry. And she's here to tell us all about that. Namhla, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm getting you.
Good, man.
Fantastic.
I am really looking forward to clicking into your mind and what's going through in this particular album, your musical influences. Like R&B to amapiano. Man, what are you listening to right now? Like, what's the song that's on repeat right now?
Right now it's Amagia, so it's three-step. I think that's a three-step song.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Amagia by Kgosi.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm listening to right now. I literally like the whole day today because I'm trying to like change my life, change my situation, you know. So it's just very empowering, very like let's go kind of song. Yeah.
So she's listening to that and having a good time while you're listening to her music going, oh my goodness, Namhla's got me thinking.
Listen.
But tell us about, iSWAZi. It feels like it's a very personal album. You're touching on some serious themes, trauma and a number of things. Tell us about that.
So iSWAZi is a dedication to my late mother, Namhla Bhadela, who was a Swazi girl. So there's three parts to the album. So it's origins to her, discipline, as well as gratitude. Discipline being, I don't know, when we were younger, we had, when we were naughty, we would have to go outside, siyokai, or like to go and like pick a branch from the tree, or whatever, which is called iSWAZi, which would make you like whip you into shape kind of thing.
Of course, we all went through that.
So I've been through a couple of tough things, like with the loss of my mom, with the loss of a couple of friends and the people that I've first loved as well. So it talks to that, and then the gratitude is also in Xhosa culture. There's a when you come home from from the city, and you go back to elalini yakho or like your rural areas, there's usually a ritual that happens there, and that's called iSWAZi, where you bring bottles of or like a red bottle and a yellow bottle,
white bottle. Yeah.
And we share that to the community, right? And that also is a celebration or like a coming home to yourself. So that's with this album, I'm coming home to myself, celebrating my mom, understanding that I've been through some tough times, and then coming back to myself and celebrating myself to myself in my purpose. Yeah,
wow,
it's an arrival.
Man. It's a beautiful, and it's so crazy because like we all go through these moments, right? Where we experience these things, we experience the heartache and those tough moments, we experience the coming back to ourselves. And to be able to hear it in music makes the rest of us feel like, yes, that's what I wanted to say, right?
Exactly.
But you find that a lot of times these type of things shape who we become. Do you find being able to not just go through your experiences of life, the tough times, the trauma, the losing your mom and some friends, but actually saying, I want to go through it and pen it into music, shaped the way you experience this?
Yeah, so that's my theme of my album, is to highlight the pain, but to also find the light in it, and to find the power of love, the power of healing. I've truly found healing within the music, within the things that I've said and the music that I've written. It heals me. It heals me. Me listening to the album heals me. I was actually listening to it yesterday while I was at the gym, and I'm also enamored all the time when I listen to it, and I'm thinking, oh my God, like I'm really saying some really powerful things here, and the harmonies, sometimes the harmonies get me, or if it's like a lyric,
Not
to blow my own horn, but so it's one of those things where I really put my whole heart and my whole soul into it. I really was very intentional about what I said, how I said it, the ad-libs, everything, to create a sense of belonging, love, and healing for anyone who listens.
Namhla, a lot of us, someone might be listening to us and thinking, man, this sounds so like a wholesome album.
It is a wholesome
album. But man, you also talk about jolo, you talk about love, because you're just like, also let me tell you something about love.
Listen, Kgosi, we've been through the trenches, have we not?
You have to tell us about that, because this is the part where most of us relate, right?
Yes. So I guess we've all dated people who we thought were gonna be, because I'm a Pisces, and if you know anything about Pisces, we fall deep and fall quickly. So we just we kind of we give up ourselves very easily, and then obviously that's not always reciprocated. People are not really trying to work that hard all the time. So I've been through those struggles, and then there was the time where I fell in love, and the person, we had broken up by the time he had passed on, but he passed on in a moment where I thought we were going to get back together. And that was like my first love, and that was really difficult, but and that's the song that talks to the song Blue Dress. It's a song about a strange coincidence of that I wore this blue dress when I first met him, and the last day I saw him, which was the day he died, I was wearing the exact same blue dress.
Sure.
So it just was like, it was a strange, weird coincidence that I just needed to kind of write a song about, and like the crazy butterflies and all of that stuff, and then obviously the heartbreak after that. But then obviously with other songs, with Tina Sobabini and Don't Let Go, these are just songs about like people that I've dated in the past who were seeing, who just weren't as serious as I was, because I'm a very serious girl. Like, you don't come to play here.
There's no time to play. I'm not a playground.
I'm not a playground.
Please.
Like, I'm not a girl who's gonna be like, oh no, like, let's have. No, I can't. I'm not very good at that.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten burnt a couple of times, and I take ownership of it, obviously, because I didn't. Obviously, you have to learn someone, and as I said, I just jumped before wearing the parachute.
Deep inside. I'm serious, but I'm deep inside. But okay, before I run out of time, right? There's two questions that I've got left for you, and with the stories, the depth of the stories, from a romantic perspective to real life and family perspective, to loss and all these highs and lows and coming back to self, all of them speak about these different variations of love, of loving self, loving others, loving past, loving what you had with people, romantic love. And I'm curious to hear from you, especially after working on a project like this, what does love mean to you now?
Ooh, that's such a beautiful question. I would say love means freedom. Love means freedom to be yourself and wholeheartedly being who you are, and just like being able to jump and like fall deeply and do the things that not without fear, without having to second guess yourself, without having to think, oh, did I say the right thing now? Did I text the right time? You know what I mean? For me, or and this goes even with my family, with my parents, just to be free around them, to show my whole self and to show who I am with my siblings as well, and my family and my friends. It's just to be able to be myself, and for them to be themselves around me too. Freedom to do all of that. I think that's the most important thing for me, is that to be able to be yourself without fear.
I love that. Love is freedom. I like that. That's really cool. I can see it on a shirt or something like that. But Namhla, you said you wanted to work with Zoe Mudiga. You said you want to work with Mandisi Janchis, and I want to hear from you. Collaboration, 5 other people that if you could call them right now, who would you be? Who would it be that you'd want to work with?
I would say Dala Tugzin.
Yes.
I would say Kabza De Small. I would say Tunzi. I'd say Nakane. I'd say docufiction.
Definitely going on the Amapiano vibe, more than the R&B vibe. Okay, ma'am. I'm looking forward to seeing those collaborations. I know they're watching, guys. Please just call her, do the right thing, give her a call. And of course, looking forward to just so much more of your career and music, and so many people listening to your music and finding themselves and finding healing and just rediscovering what it means to come back home, to experience the discipline, that gratitude, and of course, just that beautiful coming together, like you put it in storytelling over there. So thanks for joining.
Thank you so much, Kgosi, for having me.
Wow, man, what a fantastic conversation with Namhla. Music definitely has the power to heal, connect, and transform so many of us. And Namhla Bhadela is proving that with every note of iSWAZi. Be sure to check it out, and you will be able to hear more of her raw vulnerability, of Ndize, the hopeful surrender of Vuma, or the album's overarching theme of self-discovery. This project is a brilliant gift to anyone who listens to it. Go check it out, streaming on all major platforms, and you can be able to enjoy that. We'll be right back before we get to your news at 8 o'clock.